Presented by Listen Headlines, latest world news from trusted sources. Updating daily at 6 a.m. New York.
BBC News World.
November 6, 4:01 America, New York, Tanzanian plane crash lands into Lake Victoria. More than 20 of the 49 passengers have been rescued, according to local media reports.
Washington Post World.
November 6, 2:58 America, New York, reports, precision airplane crashes into lake in Tanzania. Tanzanian media are reporting that a precision airplane has crashed into Lake Victoria on approach to Bukoba Airport.
New York Times World News.
November 6, 2:47 America, New York, as Russia's military reputation takes a hit, its arms sales are likely to suffer. Russia is still the world's second largest arms exporter, but its performance on the battlefield in Ukraine, coupled with Western sanctions, is likely to hurt its ability to sell weapons. Civilians crossing the remains of a bridge destroyed by Russian bombardment in Bakhmut, Ukraine, on Saturday.
BBC News World.
November 6, 2:45 America, New York, Sri Lanka cricketer charged with sexual assault. Sri Lanka batter Danushka Gunathalaka is charged in relation to an alleged sexual assault while at the T20 World Cup in Australia.
Mirror World News.
November 6, 2:44 America, New York, Vladimir Putin approves secret deal for Scotch whisky to be smuggled into Russia. Vladimir Putin has approved a secret deal for Scotch whisky to be smuggled into Russia, sidestepping sanctions and import bans as his brutal invasion of Ukraine continues.
New York Times World News.
November 6, 1:50 America, New York, the war in Ukraine could dent Russia's clout as an arms dealer. Analysts say Russia's performance in Ukraine, coupled with Western sanctions, is likely to hurt its ability to sell weapons abroad. Southeast Asia is a case in point. At the International Military Technical Forum in Moscow in August.
BBC News World.
November 6, 1:43 America, New York, Peru, police clash with protesters in capital Lima. Riot teams fired tear gas as crowds of anti-government demonstrators marched in Lima and elsewhere.
Washington Post World.
November 6, 1:36 America, New York. Monitors say 6 killed in Syria's shelling of tent settlement. Opposition war monitors say Syrian government forces have shelled a tent settlement housing families displaced by the country's conflict in the rebel-held northwest, killing at least 6 people and wounding more than a dozen.
Washington Post World.
November 6, 1:18 America, New York, ahead of COP27, young African climate activists speak out. With preparations almost complete for the November U.
Mirror World News.
November 6, 0:10 America, New York, dad with young daughter killed in freak electrocution at work just before wedding day. David Outhwaite was working on a powerline pole which incorrectly had live electricity running through it when he was killed just months before his wedding day.
Mirror World News.
November 5, 22:41 America, New York, Vladimir Putin points to Hiroshima nuclear bomb in chilling chat with Emmanuel Macron. Diplomatic sources say Putin claimed that the atomic bombs used on Hiroshima and Nagasaki showed that it wasn't necessary to attack a major city, in order to win.
https://globalnews.ca/feed/.
November 5, 22:37 America, New York, Max McHugh, Brett Broku lead London Knights past the attack in Owen Sound. The London Knights finished out back-to-back games with a victory over Owen Sound. London Knights.
World News. Breaking international news and headlines, Sky News. November 5, 22:23 America, New York. Music stars pay tribute to singer Aaron Carter as cause of death investigated. Music stars have paid tribute to singer Aaron Carter following his death at the age of 34. Hilary Duff and Aaron Carter pictured in 2003.
The Washington Times stories. Advocacy.
November 5, 21:46 America, New York. Trump hits DeSantis as Ron DeSanctimonious at rally amid 2024 announcement rumors. Former President Donald Trump gave Florida Governor Ron DeSantis a new nickname while reading off various polls on who would lead a 2024 GOP presidential primary.
The Washington Times stories. Advocacy.
November 5, 21:15 America, New York. Trump casts doubt on Pennsylvania elections, warns of Dems cheating against Oz, Mastriano. Former President Donald Trump cast doubt on the outcomes of Pennsylvania's elections, saying he was worried about Republicans' chances of winning in the state due to efforts to cheat by Democrats.